man, there was an incredible group called Celtic Thunder, world famous, travel the world. There was one person in particular, part of Celtic Thunder, who has gone off and done his own thing. His name is Paul Byrom, and he's coming to town over at the Smith Center. An incredible voice. The Irish, even if you're not Irish, you will all be Irish for a day. Just hearing this man sing, it's lovely.
Yes, you must come down March 16th. Paul Byrom joins us now from Dublin this morning for us, in the evening for you. How are you, my friend?
Yes, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm always very envious of people that live in or around Las Vegas. I've been there a handful of times over the years, both for work but also for pleasure, and it's nothing but a good time there. And the weather's always lovely, so I'm riddled with jealousy this morning.
All right, you can move. You can listen. Where everyone else is moving here, you can come here.
I'm not sure I'd survive. I don't think the personality that I have would survive long in Vegas. You know, I think I could dip in and out for the weekend, and then I need to get home.
All right, visit.
We hear that a lot.
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh, tell us all about the show.
Yeah.
So Sean and I, we love as singers, of course, you are a part of this amazing quintet. What have you done now out on your own? What kind of style?
Well, so prior to joining Celtic Thunder, I'd been in the business for quite some time, and I would have been a classical tenor. That would have been my training and my early stage of the career. And then just as I have kind of gone on, and I suppose I've become more mainstream, and I suppose crossover. So I suppose the best kind of comparison for those that don't know me would be like kind of similar to a kind of an Irish Josh Groban, you know, if Josh Groban spoke like me kind of thing, you know. So although he's far more successful and a lot better looking, but so yeah, I kind of just I do in my show itself. I kind of obviously I do. There's a lot of Irish material in it, and I tell stories from home. And you know, the great thing about a lot of our songs from Ireland is they're always great stories, you know, and even if you're not Irish, you can often associate with them. So you know, in America, of course, a country full of people that have come from or originated from other countries, the Irish story often triggers emotion with a lot of people, not just Irish Americans. So I love telling those stories. We also have a great sense of humor, at least we think we do, from Ireland. And so I try and bring that to the party. And then, of course, I sprinkle it with songs that everybody knows. Like my last album was an album called What I Did for Love, which everybody knows from Broadway. And I will scatter the show with songs that people know. So it's not just something that you have to be Irish or of Irish descent to come to my gig. And I like to think that people that may not know me coming in the door, when they're leaving, they feel they know me a hell of a lot more. So that's the idea. It's a personal, intimate, lighthearted evening.
It's really, really awesome. We're really happy to have you. It's in such a great room, too, over at the Smith Center. My goodness. It's going to be phenomenal. How many years have you been at this now? I mean, especially when it comes to touring America. I mean, how old were you when you first took that tour of America, and what did you expect when you came?
Well, I'll give you a surprise. So, like, I did my first opera. It was an opera called Amal and the Night Visitors, and the lead character in that opera is a little boy. And I played that little boy at the age of 12. That was my first professional engagement here in Ireland. And I released my first album when I was 14. So I'm now 42. So I'll leave the maths to you. I've been at the game for quite some time now. I left Celtic Thunder in 2010, which is hard to believe. It feels like only yesterday. Yeah. And I still get fans going, "When are you going back to Celtic Thunder?" Oh. And I'm like, I'm longer out of it than I was in it.
Of Ireland. You know? Everyone wants you to get back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I preferred him when he was in Celtic Thunder. So he looked so much better in Celtic Thunder. I'm like, well, yeah, that was like 18 years ago or whatever. We all looked better 18 years ago.
It sounds like you've been reading Twitter, my friend.
Yeah. I go on Twitter every now. When I'm in good form, I go on Twitter, and it brings me back down to earth very quickly. You know,
it brings us all back down to earth.
We're
so looking forward to having you again, March 16th over at the Smith Center. Getting to see Paul Byrom live in concert. It's great.
Yeah, it's a lovely venue and. And I've only been. This is my third time to be there, and every time I've gone, we've had a full house. The audience has always been great. They come from all over the state, and I'll be popping out afterwards to say hello to everybody as well. So
Excellent.
We love that.
I'd love
A
for
little
you all to come.
friendliness.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
All
And
right,
we
it is
can hit the
March
blackjack tables.
16th at the Smith Center. Paul Byrom, guys, get your tickets. By the way, another thing I like about him, he's a dog lover. You gotta love
He is a
that.
dog lover. We didn't get to see his dog. He was warning
Yeah.
us he could make an
Yeah,
appearance, but
Bradley's always
oh, there
behind.
he is.
He's always watching.
They're a good doggy.
He's
Oh,
always
there he
watching.
is.
There
All
it
right,
is.
Bradley.
Oh,
The dog live from
He's
Dublin.
Bradley.
disgusted, yeah.
He's disgusted. He's like, yeah, you're not
turns
getting
us
him
back to
Whatever.
this
today.
interview.
I
It
know.
is
Yeah.
great having you, Paul. Let me point people in the right direction. Paul Byrom.
Pleasure.
PaulByrom.ie. And if you want to get tickets to the Smith Center, you know where to go. Smith Center's website. They'll have tickets.
That can carry you to